for shouting at the heart and this Jewish bread or this times the Tamashita and saw a couple of bottles from a total morning towards the rock the Fianna Fáil and this from Gael and this Calibash me in it you've seen if I jumped ready to rise the year and that's where the Hannick Mansion was doing the shot in you is for that like Fianna Fáil are there in my hand goes on there it's the Gankle Dini wasn't in a boil of gas the Hannick little Polish staff which is in a boil of gas and it's the Fianna Fáil big empty that could hold them already to rise the year like you I watched Micheál Martin issue a public apology on Saturday past for the lack of foresight, the lack of planning, the lack of control or regulation that led to the brown envelopes, the marks and the Galway tent. That's what I thought he was apologising for. But on Sunday he clarified his apology and saying that the apology did not cover the blanket guarantee of the banks. That action alone was the stick that broke the camel's back, as the man says, and has left us and our children in debt for the rest of our lives. What I cannot get my head around is the fact that the man responsible received a standing ovation at the Ardèche. That goes to show how far removed from reality the power trippers and Fianna Fáil really are. This was all going on while at the other end of the RDS thousands of people were queuing up in the hope of getting a job in Australia or Canada. Enda flew over to Brussels in haste to scribble his signature to a fiscal treaty that was done on our behalf before we even got a chance to vote on it in this upcoming referendum. That's how confident he is of himself in getting a yes vote. So people, let's show Enda, Eamon and Michael that we should not be taken for granted and give them a good kick up the hole by voting no when the time comes. That useless folk, Enda cancelled an event to celebrate their glorious achievements since they got elected into the Gael. I wonder why. Well, this is why they had nothing to celebrate. Hospitals closing, garda barracks closing, schools closing, houses being boarded up because of immigration and factories closing. That's why nGall have got nothing to celebrate, and in any upcoming elections we'll give them less to celebrate. Go either.
The draft standards for the septic tank was issued. Now I have them here, I don't know if I'll go through them all or not, but just to say, you can check them out yourself, they're very vague what they're asking for. There's still no idea of what the real standard is. They talk about some pragmatic and solutions, etc. But they're not saying anything to do with who's paying for these solutions or what they're actually going to be. The other issue is, I suppose, put up during the week, areas of special areas of conservation could well be a higher risk category than other parts of the land. If you consider that there's 20% of the land in rural Ireland under special areas of conservation now, that's quite a lot. The standards of the parks and the wildlife want are much, much higher than maybe even the EPA standard. So that's one to keep in mind, and it has to be explored further. The other thing is, in all the interest, I looked at in the paper yesterday or during the week, they talked about in Letterkenny how that any house or housing estate in Letterkenny that wasn't on the main sewer, engineers were going to do a survey and look at a way to connect those up to the main sewer. Well, I was thinking that's grand, but it's just not enough. What we should be asking, as well as protesting against these taxes, we should be asking for now is a scheme that could put every septic tank and every area onto a main sewer. If you think about it, if you think of the gravity in areas like nGall, basically the land runs from the mountains down into the sea. There's nothing to stop anyone putting a treatment plant in different areas. It doesn't have to be in a town or a major city, but you can put hundreds of those into one septic tank. The thing about this, people would ask, where's the money coming from for that? There's money been thrown away to bondholders and whatnot all over the place. The other thing is, as James mentioned, if you look at the people who were standing in Cork and Dublin at this employment expo, looking skilled workers who were trying to make their new life in Canada and whatnot, if you put a scheme in to work here to upgrade our infrastructure, you wouldn't have these people. These people wouldn't have to immigrate to Canada. Their skills could be used here. The thing about this, we have to ask, why does a government not have the will to do that? But we need, there's nothing, if we're going to have a modern society, we have to have proper infrastructure all over the place. With modern machinery, modern technology, there's nothing to stop anyone from having a proper sewage system throughout the state. Thanks very much. There's a march at the beginning on the 24th of March at 3 o'clock. Is there anyone here that thinks we should run a bus to it? Because we can organise a bus, but we would need to know that the numbers are turning up. So if you can get us some indication that you're willing to go, or even say aye, if you think a bus is a good idea.
Aye.
The other thing is, we'll go down on Sunday to support Micheál Martin, who is helping Fál Carrach to organise a march in the square in Dunfanny. We'd like all you to come along, because for Gael and Dunfanny, we're not that far apart, you know, we're really working on the same field, if you like. So I would like to see as many as you can down supporting Micheál. I'm sorry, on Sunday. Saturday I meant Sunday. Maybe Micheál wants to say a few words himself. All right.
Thanks, everyone. Just when we're here today, as well, I'd wish Joe Murphy all the best in his protest walk today from Malhead to the Dáil in Dublin on his there till he gets the taxes. As he's due to reach there by the 31st of March deadline for the household tax, and it's also the day of the nGall our dash. Also, we hand over 2.8 billion to the mysterious bondholders who nobody seems to know who they are by name, and they went talking to them every day to us and the real thing was told. And Joe's asked me this night to invite anyone from anywhere in Ireland to join them in this protest walk in Dublin, but especially to join them in the last few days, or the last few miles on the walk to the Dáil as well, to that event. And also I would like to invite everyone here and elsewhere to the protest meeting in Dunfanny this Sunday at 3 o'clock. Martin is the local man down there in Cambridge, Fál Carrach, who's put a lot of work and effort into it. So it would be greatly appreciated for everyone to attend the protest on Sunday at 3 o'clock where possible. I would also like to thank on behalf of Fál Carrach and myself, Cordelia and Giddy here from Flackare for all her time and effort throughout the week highlighting the Dunfanny protest in the local notes here in Flackare on Facebook, and also for her translation to Irish for us. And she's excellent in doing so. Thanks very much for that, Cordelia. After the protest in Dunfanny, Joe Murphy has invited us all to go to the Anyone from Boulder rally to take place in Market Square on Sunday evening. And Joe and his team are arriving there, and everyone is also asked to bring all their banners and signs, etc. And there will be a chance to air our views there. If anyone wishes to talk at that meeting, I would appeal to everyone to please attend that meeting. That meeting as well, if you can make it. And show Joe your support and appreciation of what he's doing for the nGall. It's your choice, it's your call, whether you want to get behind the likes of Dhún's family here and from Garda, or Joe and Old and Cordelia and all the rest of the ladies and men who stand here loyally and compare every Friday, whether it's filming the event or just taking part, we stand alongside you and have their meetings every Saturday, whatever. They all do this because they believe in what they do and stand up for their rights. They aren't just doing it for themselves, they're doing it for you. You all remember that. Thank you.